Hey, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And today is Sunday. It is Christmas Eve. Happy holidays for those of you who celebrate. And I'm just going to do a quick reading today. Pretty quick. So we'll take a look at current situation and the energies around that. What do we need to know today? Current situation. Move this a little closer. I know that it does really well, but Seven of Swords, present influence, Eight of Cups, a future influence, Two of Wands, what you don't see is Eight of Pentacles, what to watch for, King of Pentacles, unexpected, King of Cups. That's nice. I always like the King of Cups, and I think it's just because it's, I don't know. It's just me. Challenge, King of Swords, strength. What about our King of Wands? Ten of Wands. We don't have that yet. Where does this lead, please? Wheel of Fortune and advice. And how about after that? Three of Wands. Nice. This is really good energy. So Temperance is at the bottom of our deck. I do feel like with all of these kings here, there is a feeling of balance because we have the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. And those are all, pretty different energies. I mean, all of the kings are. But it does feel to me like there is a point of what's important. I do feel like this king, it could be separate. It's a person, keep in mind, gender non-specific, but there's like, well, let's get into the reading. So we've got Seven of Swords here, which is the current situation. And, I see this, I'm using the Runic Tarot, by the way. I see this a lot as taking back what's yours, but I do feel like there is a sense to me, I usually see it this way, but there's a sense to me that this is more about I don't think it's someone not being true to you. I think it's you not being true to yourself. And we've talked about this, so it's been a prevalent energy lately. Um, and when I say not truthful to yourself, I mean take that as it resonates because it can be a very simple thing, like just not being true about the way you feel about something or about how you're handling something, and you may be giving a false sense of I'm okay. You know what I mean? But what I like about this reading is the Eight of Cups. I feel that you're leaving that attitude. So if you've had that kind of persona where you have, maybe not been forthright, and it's okay. I mean, not everyone needs to know how we're feeling all the time. We don't need to do that. I mean, some people think we do, we don't. It's part of who we are as human beings, right? That's up to you, but I feel like you're kind of walking away from that, going, you know what, I need to be honest with myself. And I'm not saying that you need to like shout it out to the world. I'm not saying that. I'm really very much seeing this as you know finding my own way, that kind of feeling like I need to find my own way in what will make me happy, instead of maybe like when we're in a relationship and we may not be completely honest, like we may be doing something because it makes them happy, or we may be acting a certain way, or but it's not really what's making us happy. We're doing it for somebody else, that kind of feeling. And I feel like you're going, no, I need to look into me. And the Two of Wands in the future is all of that planning, and I feel like you're really going to plan that out, and not in the respect that you're leaving anybody or anything. So this isn't this huge deal. This is a overtime feeling and an overtime fixing the problem, so to speak. I do feel like that there is someone in your life that could be, causing you to do things that maybe you wouldn't necessarily do. This can be work as well. Keep in mind, like maybe a boss or a boss's boss or something, you're acting like, oh yeah, everything's hunky dory, and it's really not. But you really don't want to cause any waves right now, or whatever the situation. It's not necessarily that you're not being honest, you're just being careful. But I feel like you're changing that whole attitude. Not that you're going to scream, oh my God, I'm so unhappy. Not like that. Like, more like, you know what? I have a suggestion on how to fix it. I feel like it's being, just a little bit more logical. There is some healing happening here. And I believe that's within yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is about learning. And this is what you don't see. And I think you're really working on things that you may not even realize you're working on. Sometimes when we're working on ourselves, it's just over time. It's here and there. It's little bits. It's not this huge, oh, I'm going to change my life and change the way I do everything. I am just going to take a look at what I do and I'm going to do it differently. But not even realizing that you're even doing that. It's just realizing that you're not in a place that you should be. And you're working through that and working on that. The King of Pentacles is what to watch for. And I do feel like this is someone that can provide you a little bit of stability, whether it's in the mind or whether it's, financially or, but I feel like it's more camaraderie, like more of a friend type energy, someone that, has really been through a lot. It's a mature energy, but it's a stable energy. And I feel like it's either someone that's been in your life a long time or they're there on the sidelines and maybe you don't recognize how much they ground you. And I feel like that you need to look out for that, because recognizing that will help you through this whole journey of whatever it is you want to change within you, where you feel like you're maybe not being completely 100% honest. The King of Cups is in the unexpected. And I feel like this is that I feel like this is a person like that you're going to find unexpectedly some caring from. It could be relationship, absolutely. But I feel like it's more about, it could be about anything, but they care. But it's unexpected. Like you didn't expect them to really care that much. This is someone that comes in and you're like, yeah, you really care. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. It's that kind of energy, but, making light of it. But this person's really important. And when you discover this, when it reaps its head, this person, when you realize how much they do care, because it's unexpected, it kind of changes, how you're moving forward with things. And again, we're bringing balance. You want to bring balance, emotional balance into your life. You're not going work, home. You're going, you know what? I need to, have my mind and heart in balance, that kind of thing. But I do like the energy of that King of Cups. It made me feel really good when I laid it down. It was like, oh, this is a nice, unexpected surprise. And whether it's love or a friend, or I feel like it's more of a friend, but you just don't realize how much they really truly care about you. And it just feels good to me that they reach out. So the King of Swords is in your challenge. And I feel like there may be a little bit of this trying to break through someone's logic, and their words are hard sometimes. So there's a person here, and it might be the King of Pentacles, that this might be the same energy that's to the point, and it's hard sometimes to deal with them because they don't soften the edges of their words. They're just they say it, and if you're in a sensitive time, it may hurt. But the challenge isn't getting over the hurt, because I think that's something that you've already recognized. I feel like the challenge is, how do I listen to this and not be hurt? If that makes sense. Like, when this person talks to me and they're straight up, how can I hear this without getting my feelings hurt? Or how can I, deal with this person without taking everything so personally, or, that kind of thing? Because they just say it, like they don't sugarcoat anything. And sometimes that's hard when someone wants to tell you something that's a hard thing to say, and they don't, and sometimes we just don't want sugarcoating, but it's like you don't have to be like that abrupt about it. And it kind of like, that feeling of it doesn't like hurt you. It just kind of makes you go, oh, I didn't like that. That kind of feeling where you get past it, but it's still hard. And that's the feeling I'm getting with that King of Swords there. And it to me, it's not this huge challenge that's insurmountable. It's just one of those things that you're really trying to work on. It's all part of this. Who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? There's a lot of growth here, and it's personal growth, and we've been talking about this for a while. So I feel like the people that are watching these readings are really going through a lot of personal growth. And it might be just the planets where they've aligned, but I just really feel that. And I feel like actually, okay, so this is okay. I feel like we're kind of growing together, like we're all like figuring things out, and I feel like it's kind of cool. It's really cool energy. The 10 of Wands is actually in the strength today. And again, it's hard work. It sometimes you're like, "Oh my gosh, can I keep doing this?" But I think this is saying that you're really learning how to adjust the pressure or adjust the weight. To me, the 10 of Wands is a lot about adjusting how you're dealing with something, how you're carrying it, how you're scheduling things, whatever the case may be. But I feel like the strength is that you're getting to that point where you go, okay, this does feel a little overwhelming, but I can just do this, or this. So to me, that's a really good strength on your healing process, because once you can identify where you're struggling and what you're having a hard time with and able to, put it in correctly, then you're really going to be, better for it. So this is a really good strength to have in the reading. So where does this lead? It leads to the wheel. I mean, I do feel like this is a really important energy, and I really like this coming up towards the end of the year too, especially in an outcome, because I feel like things are really getting better. The progression is organic as well as planned, but it's not forced. And I really feel like that's what this wheel is saying, that the things that you're doing, the changes that you're making are very organic, and they're leading to you to really realize, Three of Wands, what you have in front of you and what you've earned and how far you've come and all of the work you've done. And this is leading into a really great time at the beginning of the year to go into a new year going, look, it's almost like instead of starting the new year with a plan to do something better, or, like your New Year's resolutions, you're going to I get the feeling that the new year is going to enter with you reaching that. Like you're going to reach a goal, or reach a point where you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm starting out the year in a really good place because I understand what I've done. I've understand the work I've put in. I've understand what I have in front of me. I'm reaping the benefits at the beginning of the year instead of starting the progression at the beginning of the year and reaping it later. So I really feel like you're going into the new year with this solid, like, I don't have to start anything. I can grow on what I have. And it's a really nice energy. So your advice is the Queen of Swords. I think this goes with that King of Swords and the respect that if that's a challenge for you, that this is something that to work on, right? To learn how to be extremely articulate and to the point, and to understand where your focus is. And it's not like making a focus, it's understanding where your focus is, and seeing the outcome of that. She's very focused. I mean, both of the swords, King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, are focused energy. Also, I feel like it's helping you deal with that King of Swords that may say things that are kind of hard for you to take. Is, you know what, it's okay for you to be straight up back at them because they want that. Usually people that the way they speak to you is usually the way they want to be spoken to. um, and that's part of, learning how to how the people are. But in a way, you might have to be really pinpointed and direct with this person. And I think that's what the overall advice is to just, and to understand too, and to have those goals in mind. I like the Queen of Swords because she can really be very, and I have no air in my charts at all. I don't think at all. But she's very like, this is the way we're going to go. So, there you have it. I'm going to leave it right here. I'm not going to pull an enchanted map today. I'm kind of running a little bit behind, but I wanted to give you all a reading and to say happy holidays. And I will be around. I'm not going anywhere. So I'll be around for the next few days for sure. Well, for as long as I am. Take care and have a beautiful day and happy holidays.